company has their own reasons why they've been having driver shortages, and it's not really 100% accurate. I know from personal experience, my previous company that I was with, I'm not going to disclose them, but before I rejoined Knight, I would probably guess the main reason why there's such driver shortages is driver inexperience and poor choice of trainers. Now, for some reason, I've been noticing a lot of companies saying, okay, you joined our company 6 months ago, you're qualified to be a trainer. I mean, really, 6 months new and you making him a trainer? Are you seriously that desperate or ridiculous? I mean, for me personally, I would like to see the rule is if you want to be a mentor, trainer, or whatever you want to call it, you have to have a minimum of 3 years experience over the road or whatever area you're in as experience, or just make it a solid 3 years as a professional driver. 3 years experience, you can be a trainer. I mean, that would solve a lot of problems that's been going on. Now, see if I can bring this list up. Give me 1 second. Why is there a driver shortage in trucking? Okay. Alright, now I'm pulling up an article that is from NPR.com. No, I would take it back. NPR.org. And this is how it follows. America needs more truck drivers. And that's obviously true. The trucking industry is facing a growing shortage of drivers that is pushing some retailers to delay non-essential shipments or pay high prices to get their goods delivered on time. Basic idea of what this article is going to look like. I mean, if you want to look this up, it's on, like I said, NPR.org. Just look up trucking industry struggles with growing driver shortage. And it's completely true. I mean, recently, there was, I would say last week, not last week, I would say a couple weeks ago, on Road Dog Radio on XM, they were talking about what could be the reasons of driver shortage. And the list is as follows. 1 is driver pay. And that is such a big one in the industry. And some of these companies just do not, and I say do not, pay these drivers enough. I've heard of companies that will start you at like 35 cents a mile, and they'll try to keep you at that rate as much as they can. Luckily, I'm in the more experienced driver area, so I get paid a little bit more. But anyway, number 2, I would say, is the company's image. Now, I can list off a whole bunch of different companies that have such problems. And unfortunately, I can easily name you the top 3 worst companies to drive for. And the first 2 are real obvious. I know exactly why that is. Number 1 is FedEx. Number 2 is UPS. Now, if you've never seen these guys really drive on the road, they are relentlessly dangerous. guys are going at top speeds, even through the Colorado Rocky Mountains. These guys are pulling in all stops to go as fast as they can, even while going uphill or downhill in the Rocky Mountains without tire chains, even though that Colorado has that strict law that was in place. And number 3 on the companies is Prime. Now, I don't know the exact reason why it's such a bad image on Prime. I would have to look into it. Now, back to the list on driver shortage. I've gone over pay, company image, and I would say another one would be the company's equipment and how it's treated. Now, the very first company I worked for had such a serious problem when it comes to equipment. The truck I had constantly broke down. The drive axles would constantly overheat, and I had to stop all the time. I would tell them, hey, this truck needs to be fixed, and they would just blow me off. They would literally blow me off. And I found it absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, truck equipment is another big one. But I would say the biggest reason why there's such a driver shortage is driver treatment. And I think that's just the biggest issue I've seen with some companies. If you go into a company and they treat you like gold, you're going to want to stay. And that's going to be a big thing when I say this to any management. If you want your drivers to stay, treat them like professionals. Don't treat them like dogs, or don't scream at them like little children. It's kind of how I was treated with my very first company. My DM would just yell, scream, talk down to me like I'm some sort of dog. And that just put me in a mental state saying, geez, what is the point of me staying if I'm going to be treated like absolute trash? And so I left that company and I went to a different one. I mean, there's a whole list of different reasons why there's truck driver shortages, but I believe that would be some of the biggest reasons why there's such a truck driver shortage. Is company image, poor training, poor pay, maintenance of equipment, and just in general how the company treats its drivers. I mean, we're the ones out here driving these vehicles, getting the stuff from point A to point B. And I could go off on a whole issue with the good to the side to DMs to the bad side of DMs when you're dealing with drivers that are just absolute bricks. And I could go off on a list on that all day on my next topic. So I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, favorite, share, the whole 9 yards. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, VenomSting254. I'll catch you guys later.